In the course of the week, the World Bank released what it calls NDU. NDU, for short, is Nigerian Development Update. And every country in the world has its own analysis of their economy by the World Bank. In this analysis this week, a few salient features came that are worthy of our discussion today and its implication. It says the Nigerian GDP is currently 6207 US dollars. It's denominated in US dollars. And by this, it also says that the Nigerian GDP is the number 21st in Africa. The leader in Africa is Botswana. And Seychelles and all those small countries are taking a lead. And what's the implication of GDP? Why are we concerned with it? Simple term. The stronger, the bigger the GDP is, the more the purchasing power of your currency. In most occasions, if you like that expression. Because inflation is a different kettle of fish. But if you have a more powerful GDP, the likelihood of your currency buying something tangible. Why have we suffered? Why are we suffering? Things we were importing cheaper have become costlier because the GDP per capita in Nigeria is very low. Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa. No one has taken that away from us. But by the time you divide the population by the gross product of the nation, you discover that it comes smaller. And that's exactly the matter. Now, I'd like you to see in our comment section or on the message itself, the African countries with their GDPs. Now, why are we advocating stronger GDP, higher GDP? Because it makes life easier, makes life much more affordable for the citizens of the nation. Now, Nigeria is also the number 146 of the 191 countries that are analyzed. There are 191 countries that the World Bank analyzed. Nigeria is 146. See where we have gotten to and why it's a little difficult for us to live a normal life. Now, countries like Singapore are the leaders. We are not competing with them all the same. But 146 over 191 for Nigeria, it's a far cry. And that's exactly why things seem very difficult for the Nigerians. Now, one other good thing is that the World Bank acknowledged the developments, the improvements from a particular time of the Nigerian economy. Well, I think that's a part on the back of the administrators, but things must have to improve much faster. They also acknowledged the direct cash transfer that the federal government has been doing, and they encourage that. I am one person that never believes in the direct cash transfer. For what reason? The reason is I have not come across one person who received the direct cash transfer. Doesn't mean I don't even know one poor person. Am I not surrounded by poor people? You could say I'm not poor. I will take it, whether it's or anything. But the truth remains that it's an abnormal thing that I haven't come across one person. I keep asking. Today, I opened a discussion with my driver. And I said to him, have you or heard that somebody you know, anybody, it doesn't matter who, received the direct cash transfer? He said, no. This month or early next month, federal government intends to do 1 million cash transfer for 75,000 Nigerians that they consider are dangers of dying if they don't get this. How they arrive at that, I'm yet to know. This same report talks about the predominance of the poor in the rural areas. It says over 70% of rural dwellers are poor. I come from a rural area. I have relations in the rural area. And I asked them, and they said they didn't receive. Now, what must be done is how you got into the social register may not matter. But let there be people who actually are the beneficiaries, the true beneficiaries of the social register. The federal government says they have pruned down the number, removed people that could not be traced. It means that there was mago in it in the beginning. So let them prune down the number and let the real people, 75,000 naira may be small, but I know that it will make a day for a family that have been looking for food to eat. So direct cash transfer, since the World Bank approved of it and they are backing it, they're even supervising it, they even gave a loan for it. Let it be done better, let it be done well. Now people will not continue to suffer beyond the threshold. If you have heard or seen, or you are a direct beneficiary of the direct cash transfer of the federal government, would you please comment? We want to be able to generate data from here and pass it over to the federal government on the impact and effects of this policy of direct cash transfer to make sure that the right people actually get the direct cash transfer. Do a favor to you and to our nation. Comment under. Tell us that you received. Tell us you know somebody who had received. Tell us you have had somebody who had received. We want to be able to get the impact of this policy on the nation. Thank you.